Hi, we're Renata, Josh and Gaia, a Kiwi family who have just spent the past 3 months exploring Asia. We've just arrived in the UK and we're so excited to be back in London. We used to live here, so it feels like coming home. We can't wait to share all of our UK adventures with you guys, so we hope you enjoy and please subscribe. Gaia has bad jet lag and we were up at 4:30 this morning, so we decided to make the most of it and we're heading into central London. We are about to jump on the tube at 6:20 in the morning and we're going to head in hopefully before the crowds. We're also the only people wearing masks.
We've just got off the tube at London Bridge Station and my god, it's so nostalgic. This is where I used to come to work for like nearly 10 years and it's just so cool coming back to what was a place I came every single day, and Borough Market's here and just seeing the trains going by and like the Shard behind Renata. It is so cool and I'm so excited to look around and show Gaia where Renata and I were for nearly 10 years.
It's not even 7 AM yet, so nothing is really open, but we're walking through Borough Market on our way down to the river. It feels so emotional being back. I'm surprised at how nostalgic we both feel, and we love our life in New Zealand, we love our life traveling, but it's really made me realize how much we loved our life in London, and it is just so cool being back. One of the things that drew me to London when I first moved here as a young 21-year-old was the history, and we just walked past an old prison that opened in 1144, and it's just mind-blowing to me how old that is, because New Zealand is a very young country and it's really cool being back as a tourist in London rather than living here where we would be like rushing around. And by the end of my time in London, I definitely started to kind of take for granted how cool it was, how much history there was, and just how beautiful the city was.
As Renata said, it is so nice and emotional coming back through the places that we used to go to so regularly, and just in this 5-minute walk along the river we've gone past multiple pubs that we used to go to and we used to frequent all the time after work. It's funny how much history you have here personally that you kind of forget until you're back here, and after 3 years of not being here it is so amazing walking around these streets, and I think we're really going to enjoy being tourists in London for the first time in probably well over 10 years, I reckon. Yeah, it's going to be such a cool experience for us and for Gaia.
We've come from Asia, we forgot that it was going to be cold. We've got to take a jumper up for Gaia.
Silly dada.
She's wearing Josh's jumper as a sleeping bag. It looks super cozy. We also have found it so strange here because it is the reverse to Asia, where we have spent the last 2 months getting on public transport that is beautifully air conditioned, nice and cool, and a respite from the heat, and we just got the tube into central London and it was the opposite. We were sweating so much. It's so hot down there. Oh, we really forgot about that.
I don't think I've ever seen swans here on the Thames before. Maybe they're here paying their respects to the Queen since she passed away at the weekend.
We're actually here at a really strange time. The Queen passed away just a few days ago and the country's in a kind of national state of mourning, and we're not sure what to expect. We're not sure if it's going to be really busy or if lots of other things are going to be closed while we're here as well. We just don't know. So we're interested to see how that's going to pan out, and obviously it's a very sad time for a lot of people, so we're trying to be respectful of that. But yeah, strange time to be here.
Tourist Day in London! yesterday we had a pretty relaxed day because Gaia got up really early at 2 a.m. So I was up with her from 2 a.m. and we tried to let Renata have a little bit more of a sleep. And we basically just went and did a little bit of a food shop, and we noticed how ridiculously cheap it is here in comparison to New Zealand. And this is quite surprising because the food prices here have gone up anywhere from 50 to 150% over the last kind of 6 months. And it's just such a stark difference between what you can get and also the quality of the food here in terms of anything that's plant-based or vegan. There's such a massive range. It's so good for us. And we got a massive haul for about £60 yesterday, so about 120 New Zealand dollars. And that in New Zealand would have cost us well over $200. So we're gonna try and make the most of that. I can't wait because it's so nice. And also having all the home comforts from my childhood here. It's so good getting like hobnobs and chocolate fingers and things like that. So yeah, really looking forward to getting lots more food while we're here. Quite a few.
It's definitely very surreal for us being in London after being in New Zealand where mask wearing was mandatory when we left, and then in Asia, which is a big mask wearing culture anyway, to arrive in the UK and nobody is wearing masks. Nobody at the airport, nobody at the supermarket, nobody on public transport. It's definitely a bit of like COVID culture shock, for lack of a better phrase, and it's gonna take some getting used to for us. But it's still so cool to be here and so interesting to see how the different approaches the countries took with COVID has really impacted the way people are living day to day, and it feels really normal here, like you wouldn't even know. It's really interesting.
It's been really emotional coming back to the UK and going through our old stomping grounds here in London. We're really excited to see what it's like being a tourist here in London after 3 years, and we can't wait to bring you along for the ride. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Some fire trucks, cool.